Novelist and editor Edgar Watson Howe said, "The way out of trouble is never as simple as the way in." This statement is worth its weight in gold, and as leaders, we need to let this soak in and ask, why do organizational monsters exist, and what can we do to avoid this situation? These individuals are found in government, nonprofit, and for-profit entities. How do they get in the front door? They get in because military recruiters are filling a quota, volunteer organizations are desperate for a warm body, and individuals who are chameleons present themselves as top quality candidates during job interviews. One of my duties as a battalion chief was serving as the department's recruiting chief, and that position requires skill, wisdom, and discernment to weed out the monsters during the interview process. However, regardless of how well built the entry-level process is, future personnel problems slip through the screening procedures. What happens when they show their blood-sucking fangs? Far too many leaders turn their heads and refuse to deal with the problem. Why? Because they are apathetic, they are afraid of conflict, or because they work for an organization that does not support their efforts to correct the problem employee. In situations such as the latter, senior leadership is guilty of cowardice. Senior leadership is building and fueling the monster that continues to grow, continues to suck the life out of people, and continues to destroy the organization from within. True leaders have the integrity and courage to confront the monsters head on and correct the situation before it gets worse. When leaders are willing to address these problems, they are creating trust and credibility amongst the rest of the organization. It is important to ask what or who created the monster. Perhaps the individual has been that way for years but managed to slip past the interview process. On the other hand, they may be good employees but are sick and tired of lousy leadership at the top, and their attitude has taken a nosedive. There is a reason the organizational monsters exist, and it may be due to toxic leadership from above. It is also important to realize that people can and do change. Do not automatically write them off. I dealt with one individual who did not change, and much to the delight of everyone in the department, he left on his own. I also worked with people who did change. Remember, there is a reason for their behavior, and a resolute leader will take the time to address the issue.